Hey Dead-Eye Tribe, and welcome back to Dead-Eye Tarot. So in today's video, we'll be exploring another one of the minor arcana cards in the deck of the tarot, and we'll be speaking a little bit about the Knight of Pentacles. So the minor arcana cards in the tarot card reading are known to emphasize the daily events, behaviors, and choices made by an individual in their day-to-day lives. The cards are divided into 4 suits, and each suit contains 14 cards. So in today's video, we'll be deep diving into the 12th card in the suit of Pentacles of the tarot, and that is known as the Knight of Pentacles. So in the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, the Knight of Pentacles card depicts a young knight sitting as a statue on a heavy horse. He seems to be holding up a golden coin in his right hand, and he is wearing a full armor and faces toward the east at the rising sun. There is a shrub growing from his helmet, which suggests how slow he is making a move, as he is always thinking carefully before he decides to act. A broad field is seen in the background of him that can be meticulously plowed, row by row, symbolizing diligence and his hard work. Of all the 4 knights, the Knight of Pentacles is the most mature, and is also a representation of great wealth and abundance. So when the Knight of Pentacles card appears for you during a tarot card reading, it represents someone who is practical, conventional, hardworking, meticulous, and usually a man or woman under the age of 30. When the card shows up in a reading, it advises you to slow down and take measured steps towards your goal. It may hint at someone who can and will influence you to work harder to reach your goals, or signal a time in which you are working hard to receive some sort of financial security and stability. So if this card is pulled in the upright position for a love-related reading, it does symbolize a man who wants to provide a stable home environment and financial security to his lover. He's also someone who has focused much greatly on their career before he has rushed into a relationship. It also symbolizes someone who does take quite a bit of time and long-term thinking before he can commit to an individual or put a ring on her finger. For those who are single, he can represent someone who may not be able to give much time to romance, as they are more focused on their career and personal developments at this moment. It can also represent someone who you may go on a date with, who may lack some humor, be unemotional, or even be stubborn, rigid, or conservative. If this card is pulled in the upright position for a career-related reading, it is a very positive card to receive, as it indicates that a new offer is coming your way from someone who has a very good business acumen and is well on his way to building his empire. He or she will help you build yours too, and you will greatly benefit from this relationship that you share with them. It will be smooth sailing for you as you learn to master your finances and learn how to make better financial decisions going forward. The Knight here also symbolizes some sort of brand new offer coming your way, so perhaps you finally receive the job of your dreams, a promotion in the workplace, or you get instantly rewarded or incentivized for some of your hard work that you've done in the past. If this card is pulled in the upright position for a health-related reading, the Knight here can indicate some sort of acute infections or flus, and may also point out issues with digestion and the malabsorption of food. But for those who have been going through some sort of a bad patch and who have been suffering through an illness, when he appears here for you, he does indicate that with proper care, you will be well on your road to recovery and you will be feeling very good pretty soon. So now I want to talk a little bit more about this Knight of Pentacles card in the reverse position during a tarot card reading. So when this card appears in its reverse position during a reading, it can indicate the onset of an unexpected situation. So although the card urges you to adjust to the changing situation, it also warns you to be very careful before you take that leap. When reversed, the Knight here represents lack of inspiration or imagination. Your creativity may be not being tapped into, and you may be taking the conventional approach instead of thinking out of the box. It can also represent someone who fears some sort of failure that is preventing them from taking any step towards what they would like to achieve. When reversed, he also represents a person who may have reached a point in their life where they feel very comfortable and they've begun to stagnate. The dream that they have dreamed of has been achieved and now they are just left in a state of limbo. So when he appears here for you, he asks you to reignite your imagination and make sure you set some brand new goals for yourself and work towards achieving them. So if this card is pulled in the reverse position for a love-related reading, it can indicate some sort of stagnation between you and your partner in this relationship. One reason can be that you've become overly critical of your partner's habits, making them want to avoid or ignore you altogether. You may be looking for perfection from your partner and just being too demanding of them at this time. For others, it can also suggest a time in which this relationship just no longer excites you, and perhaps you're even thinking about moving on as you feel like the grass may be greener on the other side. For those who are single, when this card appears in its reverse position for you, it serves as a reminder to give more time to your love life, for you may be too focused or obsessed with your work at this time. If this card is pulled in the reverse position for a career-related reading, it can indicate that you may be experiencing some sort of delays concerning a project which you've been working very hard on in the workplace. Or perhaps it may be a time you'll have to overcome certain new obstacles that suddenly crop up and hamper your plans. For others, this card can also suggest that you are too obsessed with your career goals at this moment and that you are failing to give other areas of your life any attention, which is totally upsetting your work-life balance completely. This card can also indicate that you may be feeling unhappy in your workplace at the moment because you feel like you are inadequately compensated for your time spent at work. For those who own businesses, when this card appears in its reverse position for you, it can indicate a time in which you might be suffering losses because of your poor planning or irresponsibility in the tasks that you've tried to roll out in your brand new business. If this card is pulled in the reverse position for a health-related reading, it can indicate a time in which you may be suffering from feelings of depression or lethargy, and you may be preferring to be alone as you have become unadventurous and overly conservative. So when he appears here, he serves as a reminder to make sure you try to achieve some sort of balance in life, make sure you're not being overly worked or overly stressed out, and make sure you take some time to spend with your friends and family, as achieving that work and social life balance will actually make you start feeling so much better. And so that was all I have to say about the Knight of Pentacles tarot card. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you found the video very interesting and informative. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with some of your friends in the tarot community. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care and bye for now.